Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening on the Discipline Therapy Podcast with your two hosts, Suhey Sotomayor, and with me always, seven-time published author, Mr. E.L. Discipline. Busy over there, doing something on the computer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. E.L. Discipline's in the building.
I already told him you were in the building.
All right. So we're also on the major listening platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Overcast, and many more. So, ladies and gentlemen, since you are fiends, what that means is we have a dose of discipline therapy where everything is completely free. See, if you subscribe, there's no monthly fee. It's free. It's judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. You kind of shook your head or whatever. You impressed? I saw that at the corner of my eye. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, roll a blunt, or grab your popcorn. But the main thing is make sure the kids are in bed, because sometimes we have those vulgar, but all the time we have those soulful conversations. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned into the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're here.
Alex, you should have jumped in on that one.
My fault. I didn't know.
You know what? Do over. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. So, speaking of Alex, he is a returning guest. Very excited. Very excited. All right. So, first and foremost, we want to get into the topic, but we want to talk to our guest and see how he's been ever since
the last
time he came on the show. So, what's been going on with you? Anything new?
I ended up doing that music video I told you guys that I was going to do. My friend told me to come through to Brooklyn. We ended up doing a music video shoot for one of my favorite DJs, DJ Oscar G.
Oh, that's what's up.
The song is called Stella. You guys could look it up. It's a dope video. I mean, obviously, it's a more based on the girls dancing, but I'm in the background, and some of my friends are doing their thing on there.
I saw the video. And I spotted you.
Dope.
I was like, oh, look, there he is.
It was dope.
I was like, I know that guy.
I saw a lot of the girls in that. You know what I'm saying? And how do you feel about that?
I mean, it was good. It was a good opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Just to do something different. Like I said, the last time I came on here, the pandemic makes you want to try different things. Mm-hmm. So, any opportunity that presented itself, I was gonna jump on it and.
Is that new for you, like to jump on something new, or like are you more reserved?
I mean, usually, I'm usually a routine person. I don't like to do too many things outside the box, but like if 220, showed us anything, was kind of like, you know what, let's just do different things.
Yeah.
Let's go outside of the box and try some different things.
Yeah.
It's about,
especially when the opportunity presents itself.
No, definitely.
Yeah, that's good. So
wait, can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
The video that you did, it's for a DJ. Is it, what kind of music? It's house, right?
It's house music. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, do you want to mention what the episode is today?
I mean, I would, but I left my computer at home. So
you don't remember?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yes, I do. I don't know the episode number though.
Okay.
But I remember the title.
What's the title?
Loyalty and trust. And do you have them from the people that you love and the people that you surround yourself with?
Yes. So this is episode 27, ladies and gentlemen. Loyalty and trust. So I want to ask, I'm going to go around the table. Alex first, Suhey, then myself. Do you have both personally? You know what I mean? Because can you provide both? Do you expect both from people around you? For example, family, friends, coworkers.
Who do you expect both from?
Lovers.
I feel like they coincide. They're, if you're around those people that you if you have people around you, those people should give you loyalty and trust. And if you don't can't provide both, then you shouldn't be in my circle.
So you expect it?
I expect it 100%.
You expect it even from, like, let's say outside of personal relationships at work? Do you expect loyalty and trust at work?
I mean, all right. Well, I mean, you can't expect it from everybody, but I'm saying, like, let's say your personal contacts,
A
then
hundred
yes.
percent, I agree with that.
If anybody else, you're an acquaintance, then I guess it doesn't matter. But anybody that you have close contact with, I expect both from.
I
What about
agree.
you, Suhail?
I agree. I mean, if it's first of all, if I'm letting you that close to me, like you said, I expect that because I'm giving you that loyalty and most importantly, that trust to let you into my circle, to let you into my energy field. But um, I don't. I expect it from those people. I don't expect it from, let's say, employee where I work.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, if it's acquaintances, then I don't. I expect it though in business, like
Mm-hmm.
with a business partner or other people that we're trying to do business with. I expect loyalty and trust with those people as well.
Yeah, I concur. I to me it's like when it comes to loyalty, I don't expect it from specific people. Let me give you an example. Family, I expect it.
Hmm.
Lovers, I expect it. A personal relationship, I expect it. Business, expect it. A stranger who I interacted with for a couple of days, I don't.
Hmm.
But for those other things that I mentioned, those closer relationships, I expect it, I demand it because I feel like I provide a lot. So for what I provide, I'm asking a little bit. And that you know what I mean, that's not something that's like significant in other people's mind. It's significant to me, but it's not like I'm asking you to like fucking jump off a bridge for me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like prove
It's
your love to me. Jump.
yeah, so I demand it because of what I provide. Whether it's business, whether it's a personal relationship, a sub, family members, I expect it. Now, you have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask both of you. Have you guys ever? Well, obviously, we've all had this type of encounter, but when has happened to you, if and when it has happened to you, a partner that you're talking to, you find out, oh, she lied about something, maybe a white lie,
Hmm.
something small. First off, is that considered a lie to you off rip, a little tiny white lie? Like, is that grounds for? I know it's grounds for you because you've stated it plenty of times, Mr. Discipline. But for Alex, if you catch her in like a tiny white lie, is that how many chances after that? If that's like a does that ring a bell? Like a oh, she's lying.
I mean, to me, once you get one white lie, that means
You
now
open
I'm
a
on my
door.
toes. So I'm kind of like everything that you do, I'm kind of questioning it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So you kind of have to redeem yourself to me because realistically now I don't know where we're at. You know,
So even that one white lie is a
but
red
it
flag, and it
depends.
already set you
It
off.
depends on
Depends
what the
what
white
that
lie
white
is.
lie is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say how about keeping something, not lying about something, just not telling you something. How do you feel about that?
What do you mean by keeping something like what?
Like I don't know.
Keeping a secret. Like let's say it doesn't matter if it's a personal relationship, it doesn't matter if
They
it's a
just
family.
omit a certain, like they don't tell you a specific thing
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. But it depends on if like how important that little thing
that
is.
they kept from you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So how
That
would I?
also goes hand in hand with like trust,
Mhm.
I
Right.
feel.
So has that ever happened to you?
Um, I'm like thinking back. I mean, I know like let's say I gave a girl something once, and then she told me for some reason that she threw it out. You know,
Oh, like a gift?
yeah, gift.
Okay.
She told me she threw it out, but when I was looking, like what's it called? I think we were FaceTiming,
Okay.
and then I saw it there. So I'm not even really sure why she would say that she threw it out.
Yeah, that's weird.
Do you expect sorry. Do you expect that type of loyalty and trust with someone like you're courting? Let's say you guys were courting for like a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Do you expect the same loyalty and trust?
I mean, if you're trying to build a relationship, then you have to expect that loyalty and trust. Because
Mm-hmm.
I know that's if I'm talking to you, I'm giving it 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I expect that same 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not gonna like, when once you're in a relationship, there's like that whole like, all right, some people are like, hey, I'll take a 60-40. You know what I mean? But you don't want to put yourself in a position where you feel like you're giving a lot and then
And they're
Yeah.
not giving as much.
yeah.
Me, I'm more of like I give you the benefit of the doubt when we're just like you're not a submissive yet. There's no commitment.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I deal with commitment relationships. I don't do friends with benefits. I don't do none of that shit. Oh, I'm going with the flow. That's not me.
Hmm.
If I know your mind, yo, you a tiger. Like I want you. You belong to me. There's a commitment. I expect it then. But if we're just dating and it's whatever, we're still trying to find out if she wants to be a potential, if you want me to be a potential, I give her the benefit of the doubt. You don't owe any loyalty to me. You don't owe any I don't you don't owe me any trust. So if you have a guy, let's say you have a fuck buddy, and you see I'm a catch, and you're trying to get rid of him. The dick is just too good. But he doesn't do all these things that I do. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to get rid of him. But because you have those urges, I'm horny right now, just got off my period, 2 o'clock in the morning. Let me call dude, because he knows my body. I don't feel comfortable giving my body to another man. Like this guy knows my body. That's the only thing he can have of me. Can't have my mind or my soul, but he can have my body. Because I trust him to dominate me well. I don't trust him in all capacities, but in the sexual environment, I trust him. So she might, keep that from me. And it's
That she still has that guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's like to me, I'm not gonna hold that against her. Now, if you're my sub now and I find out a month later, whatever, like I said, the ancestors always have my back. Whether you try to hide something, God's gonna put something in front of me. My late grandmother's gonna put something in front of me for me to see, whether it's on social media, you want a guy's comments, you will I drove by the house one day because my grandmother kicked me in the head, like go over there. Something I'm gonna find out. And when I do, I'm dismissing you. And it's understandable for me to do that. I have the right of way to do that. You don't. You have to yield at the stop sign. I have the right of way. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a committed relationship. So when we're in a committed relationship, there's gonna be ground rules, there's gonna be boundaries that you can't be doing that shit anymore. So now if those things are found out, it's automatic dismissal. There ain't no second chances or whatever with me.
Can I ask you a question? I'm going to ask you a question too, but being that you were just speaking, um, in this in that circumstance, I know you said also on another show, once it gets physical,
Mm-hmm.
that's really how when you like you really hold them to, like, you can't even be friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you found out from a potential sub, and then you're like, you know what, I just don't like how you're moving. Is that when then you can continue being friends with them, or you cut it off altogether once you feel that you can't
I
trust them at
don't,
all?
yeah,
Okay.
because I don't have ex-girlfriends who are friends. I
No, that,
mentioned
but
this in the
I'm
show.
talking about before you get physical. You find out, and you're like, you know what, it's not going to work out. Before she becomes physical or a sub.
Yeah, I was in a situation. You're gonna ask him, then I'm gonna tell my story.
Okay. Are you because he said he doesn't do fuck buddies, or
Friends with
situationships,
benefit,
right? Friends with
yeah.
benefits. How do you feel about that?
I mean, just going back to what you said before, um, what's it called? If we're just in the talking stage,
Mm,
I mean, obviously you don't need no commitment there because
yeah.
obviously you're just trying to get to know
She don't
somebody.
owe you
So
shit.
so
Mm-hmm.
you don't have your expectations aren't that high yet. You know what I mean? It's once like some ground rules or something is set that you could you have some expectation of like, all right, well, this is a commitment that
Hmm.
it's that we're in right now. But other than that, then yeah. Um, Going back to what you were saying,
Do you do friends with benefits? Like, even if you're starting out getting to know somebody, or is that you need to get to know them and then and then continue with the next step in line? You know what I mean?
I mean, realistically, I've never been in that situation just because I understand like the feelings that come with
That come with it
come
after
with once you become like once you start
intimate.
intimate with somebody because like maybe it's not you, maybe it's them. Once somebody catches feelings, then it's
Yeah, I want to break something down for people.
Mm.
As a man of my a man of my caliber, we're gonna constantly meet women who are lesser, women who are just regular. So I'm still a man at the end of the day. I'm not gonna be fucking home jerking off all fucking day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I like pussy, I like women. So there's gonna be a woman where you're gonna meet her and you're gonna kick it off and you're gonna connect so well and you're gonna get physical. And that's happened to me where she was just like, oh, I don't want to be a sub. I don't like your style. You're not spontaneous. That turns me off. You need to always have shit planned. And that's weird because, oh, I like to touch you. Why do I need permission to kiss? Like, she wasn't cool with that, but she still wanted to fuck with me. And I still wanted to fuck with her. We engaged physically, and but I broke down what it is. Like, yo, I like communication. This is my love language. I like quality time. Like, you're somebody that's closed off. That may work for some dudes, but I like to know everything. So if you're keeping shit from me, if we're not communicating, how are we building something? Because I thrive off connection. And now I'm feeling disconnected with you. And I'm not just gonna give you this good dick. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to find a simp and a beta male for that, fine. But this is the boundaries with me. We did this, and it's like, you know how I am. I'm not transitioning. So if this is not something that you want to get into, good luck with your future endeavors. We could be cool on IG and Facebook, but we're not gonna be texting every day. You know what I'm saying? This becomes like a business cordial thing. Like, I'm a very serious man. Another guy might be cool with that because he's still getting pussy, but me, I value, I love morals and people and integrity more than people. I said people and integrity. I love morals, values, and integrity more than people. I take pride in being adamant about the lifestyle I live and the stuff that I value. You understand what I'm saying? So if a woman is saying, "Oh, I'm just attracted to your lifestyle. There's nothing else you could provide me," because realistically, I'm just respecting you just when you giving me dick. But reality is, I may not articulate this to you, but you look like a hood nigga, and I don't like hood niggas. You have tattoos and shit like that. Your accomplishments are attractive because those are women that told me that. Your accomplishments are attractive, but I don't like the way you dress. I don't like your style. I don't like how you are. I don't like your lifestyle. But you give me that pleasure that other weak men can't. So that's what attracts me to your life.
But then that's
You
not
know what I'm
something
saying?
that you like per se in your
No.
life. Oh, okay,
You know what I'm saying? Because that's like, she's disrespecting me. She doesn't respect me as a human being. She's just attracted to the lifestyle. She just respects me when I'm piping her and she's moaning.
So was it hard for you?
Like, those dominant women that are like, I'm sorry,
No,
but
it's
those
okay.
dominant women that are like, I'm not gonna call you daddy. But when you get them in the bedroom, oh, daddy, yes, poppy. But outside, you a fuck nigga if you don't please them. You a bitch ass nigga, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's in a different environment, they're respecting you, but I like respect all around. Go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, you were like this as younger, as a younger man. Not that you're old, but younger. Was it hard for you when you stood your ground like that? Like, I expect you to be honest. I expect you to be open, and then some women, like you said, just didn't want. Was it hard for you to accept that loss? Like when they walked away?
Yeah, when I
Is
was
it?
younger.
Yeah.
What
Does
about
that
you?
happen to you?
Yeah, of course. Nobody likes rejection.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
The thing with
When
me
you
is,
reject when you get rejected,
handle it.
how do you
How do
handle
you
that?
cope?
I mean, obviously now it's different from, like I said, when you're younger. When you're younger, you're like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? It makes you probably reassess how many times you're gonna go up to somebody, or
Like, it makes you more shy?
I'm a
no,
break.
I'm gonna say maybe more reserved. You
I'm
know
a
what I'm
break.
saying? You're gonna do your own thing, but then you might not take as many chances.
I'm gonna break something down. Sorry to cut you. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
break something down for women out there. I don't care if you're beautiful, dominant, have a lot of money. It's always gonna be harder for you to find a man like like everything that you want, like the perfect man. So my thing is this: it's easier, and people, women don't want to hear this, but this is a fact. It's easier for a man to find whatever type of woman he wants versus a woman. Women are prone to be more selective than men.
Oh yeah. Picky?
Yes. So I believe this, right? And I like this. It's
Oh
on my
Lord.
hands. I believe this. Most women, about 94% of them, only 6% of them will do this. 94% of them are afraid of rejection. Therefore, that fear will not allow them to approach the man they like. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
So that means a chick might hit you up on DM and flirt with you. She's behind a screen. Even if you reject her, she's protected. If she meets you in person, and that's a different type of energy. She might, that's my dream guy. He rejects me, I'm gonna lock myself in a room for a week and cry. An alpha male won't do that. An alpha male knows that there's plenty of fish in the sea. She doesn't like me, fine. I could go to the club and meet this one chick. I could talk to a chick on IG. Men are born to be hunters. Women are not. Women are more like pretty women. Most pretty women, they could get whatever they want in life. They sit back, choose, boom, boom, boom. They in 5 different relationships. I got a man that brings me food. I got a man that I talk to. I got a man that I fuck at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm horny. He's there. I got a man that's my work husband. I got a man that's my Uber, whatever. I need a ride somewhere. They're in relationship with all these guys, but they only fucking one. These are pretty women. Now the thing is, these pretty women just sitting back. They sitting back and choosing. Boom, 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 boom. They don't have to do work. I feel like more men are prone to do more work. They see a girl, I'm walking up to her. Most women don't do that. 6% will. 6% are alpha, where they be like, oh, I like that guy. Let me walk up to him. Hey, what's up, handsome? You cute. Let me get here's my number.
So do you think that works for them though, the alpha women?
Sometimes it doesn't. I'm just saying, like, for me, there's women who have approached me, and I've been in long-term relationship with them. They're subs. Here's what I believe. There's an even playing ground when a woman does that. Even though she's being dominant, there's nothing established. And I said this in a prior show.
What do you mean?
That means the way I live my life, I live unconventional relationships.
Right.
They're not regular.
Right.
So my thing is, I'm not gonna assert my dominance on you right away. You don't belong to me. So if you're being dominant in the sense of you're approaching me, I don't care for that. Because now if I accept and it's a mutual thing, now I could say, oh, I live this life. You're going to be submissive. You're going to be done. And she's in an agreement. Now the power exchange. Because that's what it is. A relationship is a power exchange.
Yes.
You meet her. Hey, I like you. I saw you over there. Can I get your number? Or I don't ask women questions. I say, let me get your number. She'll say yes. She needs to say, I want to take you out today. Get ready by 7 o'clock. She needs to say yes. She's taking her panties off to you. She's constantly choosing. The moment she's saying, oh, I want to be in this committed relationship, or some women give the power exchange when they give the panties, it's now established I'm making all the rules and you're following them.
Prior
to that, there's no power. Because a man constantly forcing himself on a woman, that could be considered as rape. That could be considered as harassment.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? No, I'm not interested in you. Oh, come on, baby. No. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That man can't take rejection.
Yeah.
So the woman has to give you, it's like a vampire. You know story of vampires?
You have to invite them.
Yes, yeah. It's like that. We're like these patient wolves.
Oh, Lord. Wait, but then, so let's say an attractive woman came up to you and made the first move. Is that
he's gonna question it.
Is that attractive? Why is he gonna question it?
If a beautiful girl, he's gonna be like, she must be crazy.
Hold up.
Something must be wrong.
How about you answer this question?
Wrong?
Come closer. Right. So I need to hear what you have to say.
I'm just saying, because usually a pretty girl has options, like he said.
Yeah, so you're saying a pretty girl got something to lose? If she's pretty and guys is already, falling for her and giving her stuff.
Pretty girls. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead.
You go.
Usually a pretty girl feels like, she doesn't have to go up to you because you're going to go up to her.
She got guys lined up in her DM.
She already got it like that.
She got a lot to lose.
Let's say you're looking, you're at a club.
She's probably not looking at you.
A club, right? You two are at a club and you're looking at a girl and she sees you and she walks up to you and she's pretty and she's whatever and she comes with a drink. I bought you a drink.
That's never going to happen.
Why not?
That's happened to me.
That's happened.
It hasn't happened that way, but a woman has. We've talked at a bar, and she was like, "Oh, I'll get the tab. I'll get the drink. I'll buy you a drink."
Yeah, right.
So you're saying that doesn't
Alex,
happen at all?
You calling me a liar?
Hold up, calling you a liar. Hold up, you calling me a liar because I've done that.
Huh?
I've done that. I've gone up to guys and be like, "How you doing?"
All right, you're probably in that 1%.
Yeah,
then.
that 1%.
Okay.
So, but what I'm asking you, if that happens to you, does that turn you on? After the fact that you're like, what's going on? Does it turn you on, or you like, nah, she's too forward. I don't like that. Like, do you like forward women that tell you, I like it like this in bed, or I like this, or don't do that? Like, That's part of being honest, no, in a
Not that, I
relationship.
mean, that's fine. That's cool. I guess it's just I haven't had
That experience.
that many people come up to me. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I
So
have a problem with a
Interesting.
woman telling me what she likes in bed. I
I
feel
mean,
like
it
I'm the
makes sense.
master at that.
He
I
said,
may not be more.
"Don't tell me what
Listen,
you like, lady. I'll
listen.
tell you what you
I may
like."
not be more intelligent than you are. I may not make as much money as you are. I may not be as accomplished as you are. But that's my domain. I'm the lion in that jungle. Don't tell me what you like because I'm gonna learn what you like by your moans, by your body language, by paying attention, by conversing with you. Because when I go through my list of things I like, she's like, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. Because
Oh, it's
I'm
like
in
a checklist,
control.
right?
I don't care if you like butt plugs. If I'm not into that, we're throwing that out the window. Now I like choking. You know what I'm saying? I like to choke women. And of course this is consensual. Of
Yeah,
course
because
this
you
is
said I like to choke women.
of course this is consensual,
Yes.
right? Now I will say, do you like this?
Mm.
Are you cool with this? Because I met a woman who was in an abusive relationship and she was like, that I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
fear
It's
of
like a
that.
trigger. Yeah.
She knew I liked that. And I was like, we're not gonna throw that out the window because that's like I really like that. That
Mhm.
turns me on. What I will do is I won't engage with that with you. Or we could
Like
work to
start
try to
slow.
push those limits,
Mhm.
start slow. She was cool with that.
Let me ask you a
You
question.
understand what I'm
to
saying?
build that up, right?
Yes.
Wait, but let me ask you a question. Since you say that you're the master in that domain, what if you do something with the woman that she doesn't like, but she doesn't vocalize it? Like, how do you figure that out?
Watching. Like I said, I'm the driver of the car. She could sleep, but I gotta make sure my eyes are open and paying attention to the road to make it to the next destination.
So you don't like when they tell you what they like and what they don't like. Well, you go over a
A
list of
list,
what they
yeah.
don't like. How about you?
Or
Like,
how
does
to
that bother
dominate
you?
them. Or how to
Well, that's
dominate them.
weird. I mean, how are you
'Cause
gonna tell somebody how to dominate you? That's a little on the weird side to me. But to tell you, oh, I like it like this, or I don't like that. Does that do anything for you, like
I mean
negative or positive?
I think communication is always positive because
Yeah.
if they're telling you what they like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to assume anything. It's out there for
Yeah,
you.
it's helpful.
She's telling you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
You just gotta
I
remember.
think it's still good, but
So,
most 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 people have bad communication skills.
A lot
yes,
of people have bad
he's right.
communication
I'm glad he
skills.
said that.
Yup, I'm realizing that
That's
now.
not, yo,
Ooh.
that could be, just to play devil's advocate, that could not be somebody's that's probably not someone's love language.
Communicating.
Communicating or being open. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like
that also goes back to growing up
traumas.
and traumas. Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a whole different topic that we
But
gotta get on.
yeah, but that's also, I feel like the trust and the loyalty go hand in hand. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and we're gonna jump right back into the bullets because conversation's
I
flowing.
know, Jesus.
Always
It's
conversation
always, man.
flows, but we jump off topic. So I had this woman I was talking to on a like a daily basis. You know, we would DM back and forth or whatever. Now I'm not gonna mention her nationality. I'm not gonna mention her signs. You know, she could be watching this right now, and I hope that when she does watch this, she unfollows me
Oh
or
Lord.
blocks me.
But don't unfollow the Discipline Therapy podcast.
So
Keep that one.
the thing with her, it was like there was intimacy, the emotional intimacy and the psychological. We liked the same stuff.
Mhm.
She was spiritual. She was about crystals, spirituality, meditation. Now, what happened with her, we was vibing. One day I was like, we need to meet up, whether it's coffee or whatever, have that face-to-face interaction. I love the communication. She was on some shit like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen. You might throw a book release party or something. I'm sure we'll meet because we both were in Long Island.
Mhm.
Now, I'm over here like, that's not giving me an affirmative yes or no. So I'm confused. So now I'm the type of person I don't want to push up on somebody. Just
I
tell
was
me
about to
no.
ask you,
Just
did you
tell me
say
no. I'll
something?
bounce. Because I'm not a guy that's
Thirsty.
that guy that's thirsty, that constantly going. If I'm putting myself out there, I expect it to be reciprocated or just be honest and say no.
Mhm.
I can take rejection. If you're not interested in me, just say, oh no, I'm not interested. Whatever. Good luck with your future endeavors, whatever. Maybe that could have been a fear also.
Mhm.
This guy's a good catch. I don't want him to say no. I'm whatever. Now, she was throwing all the signs that she was interested. Now, one day, And she used to watch my stories religiously, whatever. Now one day, I'm at the gym. I'm training my cousin. Hashtag where the gym that I was at. Couple days after, she puts her location. She was at the same gym, working out, putting it in her story. Why did you do that? I've seen multiple videos of you at the gym, but you never put your location. It's not a coincidence that I did that 2 days ago. Well, I hashtagged that. I didn't put my location. I felt reading more in depth. That was a hint of saying, "Hey, look at me. We go to the same gym. Come get me.
We might bump into each other.
Come get me," type of shit.
Accidentally, yeah.
So me, I've already started not inspiring trust in her. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this kind of feels like some type of games. Like, why would you? We talk on a daily basis. Why would you not tell me you go to this gym? I have to find out through IG or Facebook. Like, this is weird. So that was like a sign. First red flag. Second red flag. Talking about my books. I was coming out with the 6th book this time. She was like, "Oh, I need to get your books." Fucking fib. Because I don't like people that just talk, just do it. "Oh, I need to get your books. I'm going to get your books." I can't wait for the 6th one to come out. 6th book comes out. Now, me, I'm the type of guy, I don't care for attention. If you buy my book, yo, just send it to me in the DM. "Hey, I purchased your book. I'm supporting you. As a Black author, I'm supporting you." So even if you just bought it and you're like, "Oh, I just want to support you," whatever, I'm fine with that. You don't have to put it on your page. That's extra. Don't even tag me. I don't care. It's the principle. The book comes out, nothing from her. She's following me religiously. You see the posts. You know what I'm saying? You're the one talking about, "Oh, I can't wait till it comes out." So now she takes a story of her going into Barnes and Nobles and she posts this white author and she shows the price, $40. My book is half of that. You understand what I'm saying? And we know each other. We've never met, but we know each other, and we live like maybe 10 minutes away or whatever.
Right. Well, she had contact with you.
Yeah. So now, once I saw that, I unfollowed her right away. I didn't block her. I'm not. Listen, I want you to see my success. I want you to see me doing good. I want you to feel a type of way. You know what I'm saying? When you see me. You know what I'm saying? When you're still looking at, but I'm not gonna follow you because at that moment, I'm like, you're like kind of what do they call it?
Excommunicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me with me. And now you're just a cordial follower. You're not getting access. You're not getting those conversations. You're not hearing news, none of that. So now I'm looking at it like that was like what, three flags? A month or two later.
That was 3?
A month or two later, I see her liking pictures as I log on.
Oh, your pictures?
Notifications now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm getting notifications from her. I go on her page. You know how that thing when you're not following somebody, it says follow back? Her page is open now. It was private. It was open. Maybe she knew I unfollowed her. Let me open it so we could see. She's posting now, "Oh, I love my man." And one thing I will say is he's Haitian too.
Okay.
"I love my man. This, that. Blah, blah. We've been together for all this time." Yo, you double shady.
Yeah. Wait, and you had no idea until you saw that post? Oh.
Like I said, I'm not that dude that's gonna push up. If I'm putting myself out there, you say, "No, I got a man. I'm not doing that. Blah, 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 blah. You live this lifestyle I don't like." I'm not gonna push my lifestyle and my beliefs upon you. Cool. Good luck with your future endeavors. You're a beautiful queen, whatever. But I feel like a lot of times women, if they look at you and they see that you're a serious man and you're classy and all that, and they see you are a catch, they might not say, "I have a fuck buddy who I think is my boyfriend." They might not say, "I have a boyfriend," because they might not see a future with that, and they could see you as a potential.
But
they're not going to say that because they might think you have this alpha male thing or jealousy or territorial or possessive. If you find out I have a man, you're going to stop talking to me instantly.
Yeah, and what they don't know though is when you have that feeling that somebody's lying to you, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, so I lost that trust with her. She had no loyalty to me.
Right.
We didn't
lost the
establish
trust,
anything
right.
to her. But I lost that trust as far as, you know, should I communicate with this girl? Should I tell her news? She's shady.
Right.
If it goes into depth when you don't trust somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't trust somebody, now it's almost like if I tell this person something that should remain confidential, are they gonna blab it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It goes more in depth when you don't trust someone.
Yeah.
So I wanted to lose completely communication because sometimes people, those things are like energy, conversation threads.
Mhm.
Delete them because they're like
Yep, delete
energy.
'em.
People unfollow them because that's like energy. Like I don't need to see you. That's energy. But you could see me if you want.
Have you had to block or unfollow somebody over like the same situation? Not the same, obviously, the situation, but have you discovered that
Oh,
a
and just
woman
sorry,
that you
just for
were
the record, this for people out there who are wondering, because women are like FBI. They're reading more in depth. This wasn't a sub prior. This wasn't a girl on my
disclaimer,
books.
disclaimer,
Yeah, this wasn't a girl on my books. Like I said, I don't
like the
fuck my
model?
models and stuff like that. My models are not subs, so I just want to clear that up because I always get stuff. Oh, this girl is a caller. Is that one of your subs? You know what I'm saying? So I have to
Right.
clear that up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So women out there who you just as like you said a disclaimer. Go ahead.
Yeah. So have you had to if you discovered that a woman that you were talking to or pursuing that they lied, almost kind of like the other question that I asked you, how did you handle that? Like, did you have to block them or unfollow or anything like that, or block them from your phone even, or you just be like, you know what?
I mean, realistically, I feel like I'm at the age where I don't need to block you. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So if you feel like you need to block me, that's on you.
Facts.
but
Because
you
really,
don't do it.
I'm not gonna
Gotcha.
look for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, like he said,
Mm,
you could come on my page and you can see that I'm chilling.
yeah.
You know what I'm
You're doing
saying? But
well.
My thing is, he's right. Me, I'm not blocking anybody. It's 2021. I'm not blocking nobody, but I'll follow them. Why? Because when I log on to my page, I don't want to see you.
Mm,
That's energy.
mm,
I've also, this is jumping off topic. I've also unfollowed women who just want to twerk and they're on my friend list. Unfollow.
mm.
I could be with my nephew hanging out.
And
I'm on
seeing that,
my
yeah.
IG. He's seeing that.
Yeah.
My 2-year-old niece. Unfollow women who are not models, half naked. That's all you're doing. Unfollow women who are not models or half naked, but they're taking booty pics like this. They might be clothes all the way on, but they're taking pics backside. Unfollow. All of that stuff is attention whorish stuff. You're an
Do you feel
attention
like
whore.
women who are attention whores, are they
They have low self-esteem.
okay? But no,
They,
I'm talking about trust and loyalty. Do you feel like they can be trusted and
no, they
loyal
cannot be trusted.
just
You know
because they're
why?
twerking?
You know why? It's almost like when you do that, it's like you selling your soul for likes. I'm gonna imagine what you're gonna do for some bucks.
How do you feel about that? Twerking on IG. He is so laid
And
back. This one, Jesus
I'm glad you
Christ.
brought up the IG stuff. Cause for me, I don't have any trust in fake motivational or relationship coach feeding off insecurity, single, low self-esteem women and men. This goes for guys and women who are doing that.
I agree.
That same woman who's a feminist, who's a relationship coach, don't date these men. Don't date these bad boys. She got a bad boy. Turn the fuck around. Give me doggy style. You like
Oh
this big
Lord.
dick?
Oh
Take
my
it.
God.
And she's yes, daddy, but she gonna tell you don't date those guys because they're toxic. She's gonna tell you because let me break it down.
Oh,
These people, men or women, they make their money off these low self-esteem.
yeah,
They
buying the
play, they pride,
books.
they're vultures.
Come be in my
They are
class.
leeches. They feed off of that. They're vampires. They feed off of. I need that low self-esteem girl. I need that single girl. I need that feminist. I need that woman who is self-conscious because she's the one that's gonna buy my products.
Mhm.
She's gonna buy my books that says men suck, women are better.
Mm,
Don't date those bad boys. But she got a bad boy.
yeah.
You know, she needs those women because those alpha women who are in relationships, healthy
Yeah, they
relationships,
don't
they're
need
not
her.
hiring her.
So wait, what do you feel the
Or
same
him,
way
because there's
as he
guys
does?
out there like that.
Yeah, there are. Do you feel the same
And
way
they
as he
breaking
does?
guy code and all this shit. Oh, find out if he's cheating on you. This is how you gonna find out and stuff like that. And da 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 da. But meanwhile, they probably not showing their family. They're not showing that they got a girl. They're not doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people, they're out there.
That's true. You can't trust
I
those
don't
people
trust
if
them.
they don't put their.
I don't
families-
want to follow them. I don't want to do business with them. I don't want to have their energy on me because I feel like that's fraudulent.
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying?
yes. Do you feel the same thing about women who twerk or IG models? And I don't want to, I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, IG models. Do your thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I follow
Let
them.
me ask
Let
you
me
this
ask
question.
you-
No,
okay.
let me ask you this question. Let's say you meet a girl,
Okay.
beautiful girl. You guys are talking,
Yeah.
and then you go on her page because she's private, but now you're on her page and
Mhm.
she's twerking and she's posing just like he says he doesn't like. Does that bother you?
I mean, it would. I mean, I would question like how serious person that she is. You know what I'm saying? If she's out here looking for attention, you know what I mean? But you could do whatever you want. It's your page. And
So let's say
realistically,
you and her start dating. Would you ask a girl that you're dating to not twerk, or would you just leave her page? That's her page. You could do what you want.
like I said, I mean, you when you're talking to somebody, it's you're trying to meet them. So if you're into that, like if you're into her and you could go like
Balance that?
you could move past that, like all right, cool, this is what you do. This all right, whatever. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But that
So you wouldn't be, but so
Let-
you're more of an accepting type. That's what I'm hearing?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna what is it called? Hold your flaws against you if I like your personality. You know what I'm saying? But I have to, everybody's
comfortable,
different. I got to
right.
see if that situation is for me or not.
I agree with him. You are entitled to post whatever you could post. The reality is, technically, it's not your page. You're just renting. There's a CEO of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With their social media, you're just renting here. It's not your page. But just to throw the technicalities, he's right. It's your page. You're the owner. You could post whatever you want. It's about what he said. It depends if I want that. If it's gonna be conducive to me and what we're trying to build. If
But
I have
that's what I'm trying
integrity,
to get him
if
to
I have
answer.
integrity, and I'm like, twerking should belong to strippers. You're doing this for likes. You're not getting paid for it. You know that you probably have a talent, but you're not getting paid for it. Why are you doing things like the Joker said in Dark Knight? Remember that scene when he walks up to the mobsters and they say, "Well, if it's easy for you to kill Batman, why didn't you do it? If you're good at something, never do it for free."
Mm.
Joker says that. Heath Ledger, shout out, rest in peace to Heath Ledger, who played Joker in that one. Probably the best villain of all time. Probably the best Joker of all time. That character, that actor said that to playing that fictional character Joker. You know what I'm saying? So if you're twerking for likes and stuff like that, you're not getting paid. There was a girl. She was an attorney, and she's her face I could say is like an 8, but her body, because I like thick women, her body is like a 10, 12.
Oh, okay. Good.
She noticed, and me studying her page meticulously, I see the likes that she gets when she posts motivational stuff and when she posts her face. When she posts her ass and thighs, she be getting
More?
thousands.
Mm.
So she stopped doing that other stuff and she started posting her ass and her thighs. What does that mean for you two?
That she likes the likes more than she likes her morals.
Yes, and I unfollowed her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
This is the same woman that is saying, I want to be married one day. I may not want more kids, but I want to be married one day. I want a good man. I want this. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. But the reality is the energy that you're putting out there, you're going to get back. You want to twerk and do all these shit?
Facts.
Do what you want to do. You're going to get simps. You're going to get beta males. You're not going to get alpha males. You're not going to get kings. You're not going to get gods. You're not going to get dominant men. Because there's a criteria that these men follow. These men are not like, they're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's rare you're gonna find a dominant man or an alpha male who is proper and classy and punctual that likes these things. Then he's a beta male in disguise. He's a simp. That's the reality.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a guy.
That's the reality. These men are old-fashioned. These men are
Wait, which men? The alpha men are old fashioned or the Sims?
real alpha males, kings, these top tier men, they are old-fashioned. I'm not saying those alpha males who are like the seducers and the players only, that they kind of have beta tendencies. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about guys that really want commitment. I'm talking about guys that really take care of women. That it's like, oh, I don't have a girlfriend, I have a queen. I don't do girlfriends, I do submissives, I do queens. These type of men. These men who are selective, not just the guy that just goes after pussy because, oh, this girl's, kicking it to me. That's pussy right now. Let me write it in my book. Another notch off my belt. These are not real men. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Think however you want to think. You know what I'm saying? But these are not quality men. These are not high value men. These are not men. Because those men who are high value, they're selective. It is not conducive to how that guy is or what he stands for if he is saying that he's alpha and high value and all this, but he dates hoes. To each their own. I'm not labeling nobody or judging. I'm just trying to give I'm just trying to give something.
Like a scenario.
Yeah.
What other bullet points do we have?
So if he or she loves you assiduously, just like showing great care, attention, devotion, is that equate to like loyalty and trust?
I'm gonna say it doesn't, because the last person I talked to showed me a bunch of things that made me think that there was some kind of a loyalty, or we were trying to build something, and then all of a sudden turned out to be false.
Damn, well, shoot, I'm gonna have to go with him then. It hasn't happened to me, but if it happened to somebody else, I guess you can't hold it.
I don't believe, I agree with you guys. I don't believe it, because she could be loyal to the money. The money could make her be devoted and showing care and all of that. The money could make her loyal to a certain degree. I don't believe.
Or maybe the attention that you're giving her is making her, making her be like that instead of.
I think it's attention.
Yeah, yes. Definitely.
Because like I'm saying, go back to what you were saying before. You could be providing something for her that somebody else is providing something else. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, like the woman that with the money. Yeah. She's loyal to the money, where it's like, I'm not gonna leave you, but you can't satisfy me physically. I got the bad boy piping me. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what their dynamic is, because he could be a cuckold. You know what that is? That's like a man that likes to see his wife fucking other men, or hearing about it or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be. He doesn't have to be physically there, but he
lets his wife go with other people.
Depending on what their dynamic is. There's all people like to live different lives, marriages and stuff differently. So let's say,
is that for girls too, or just for guys?
Maybe, I don't know what that's called for a woman. I just know what it's called for men. But let's say they are in a monogamous, like, faithful relationship. She's being unfaithful, but in her opinion, she's thinking she's faithful and loyal because she's not leaving the guy, even though she's getting piped down once in a while.
Even though he's saying it's okay?
Oh, no. I said the other scenario. The okay thing is okay because they live that dynamic. Let's say they live the monogamous, faithful dynamic where it's like, I don't want you to do this. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to do this. But now she's on some sneak stuff.
Oh, yeah, then that's cheating.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I feel that I like to date women who have a lot to lose. And I said this in episode 17.
I don't know how you keep that in order.
Because I feel like women who have a lot to lose, women who have nothing to lose, they're scary and dangerous. They become unpredictable, irrational, unstable, and untrustworthy. For example, we go out to dinner. She doesn't like the waitress. She's ready to punch her in the face and catch a case. You have nothing to lose. You have kids. What if you go to jail? You have a brand. You have people that are investing in you as well. You have nothing to lose. That's just an example. Also a woman who's running her mouth. I look at it like this.
Wait. I want to ask Alex if he's ever been. Well, what do you think about that? About being with a woman who has nothing to lose? Have you ever been with like a ratchet woman that's like, wow, she's looking at you. I'm gonna kick her ass.
No, I don't think I've ever been with anybody that's ratchet that had like
that's not your
about to catch a case for me. I mean, I mean, they could be that behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I just never got to that point with them where
You never actually witnessed
I
it.
witnessed it. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I
That's
know
good.
I know a lot of people that talk that talk, but they
so
don't.
that
You know what I'm
sorry.
saying?
So that means you have standards and you are selective.
Always been.
Really? So
Yeah.
you don't like hood chicks then? You
I
like
mean-
more classy?
I mean, everybody listens to hip hop, but you know what I'm saying doesn't mean that they're hood. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's
Say that again.
What? He just dropped some freaking
Mm.
jewels right there. Everybody listens to hip hop isn't
Mm.
hood. I
you
love
know,
that.
I mean,
Suburban
it just is
kids.
what it is what it is. You know what I
Mm.
mean? You know, a lot of people just because they listen to hip hop think that you know they're about that life, but they're
And
really not.
and they might gravitate. Sorry, they might gravitate towards those people specifically who are dominating in that musical genre.
Yeah.
Black men or Spanish or whatever. And because they see this, whether it's music, in the public, they see that.
Yeah.
That might be that might also be something. I said this in BDSM 101 on the season finale of season 1. Judge a woman by the music she listens to.
Really?
Listen, we could agree to disagree, but you can't change my mind about this. Judge a woman based off the music she listens to. If she listens to hardcore gangster rap, what type of men you think she's into? If she listens to reggae religiously, what type of men you think she likes? If she likes reggaeton, what type of men you think
So
she
a woman
likes?
who's
If she likes
well-rounded, who
bachata,
listens to all that and hip hop, I mean, and heavy metal and house and all that. What kind of woman is that?
that's a
Then? She's just
rarity.
well.
That's a rarity.
I am just falling into all these
That's a rarity.
1%
So
rarity titans,
you like
baby.
rock, you like
Yes,
metal
I
and stuff.
do.
Okay,
Metallica.
okay. So that might mean you don't have a preference for men.
I do not have a preference.
Exactly. But
No,
a woman,
mentira.
but
I
a
do have kind of a preference.
but a woman who in what's the preference? Race?
No.
I'm talking about race.
No, not race.
So here's the thing: if a woman is if a Latina comes from the island and all she listens to is Spanish music, you think she's gonna date a black man who doesn't speak Spanish, an American black man? Unless he's piping good dick, she might get in relationship with it. But she's gonna feel like there's no compatibility with that. The language is off, the music is off, the food is off, all of that is off. We talked about this in
Mm-hmm.
with
Dating
Chris,
outside your race.
with Chris, dating
Part
outside
two.
your race, part 2, assortative mating.
Mm-hmm.
If a white girl listens to only trap music and rap, she's gonna date a white guy from suburban area who doesn't?
No.
Exactly. Judge a woman by her playlist. Judge a woman by the music she listens to.
What do you
That's
think
the type
about
of
this?
guy she likes.
I think that's like I mean, the music does give a preference. You know what I mean? If a girl like listens to country music, she's gonna most likely date a white guy. That goes
Why?
up.
There's no black people that
Facts.
listen to country music?
Actually, countries
No, there- I mean-
originated from black people.
I mean,
Oh, pues
I'm
there
not
you go.
saying
But a lot
I'm
of
not
people
saying
don't know that.
I'm not saying that she can't, but I'm just saying her preference.
I
would
just think
be-
it's kind of hard to judge anybody but by the music that they listen to with the type of person that they like to. So what kind of music you listen to?
I mean, I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? So I am well rounded.
Let's talk about
He
let's
said,
talk
"I am
about let's talk
well-rounded,
about
boo-boo."
let's talk about the man or the woman who's untrustworthy. The moment shit is going bad in their relationship, they jump to social media. They start putting
Yes.
these memes and men ain't shit.
Yeah.
Or a man is like, fuck women.
I feel
They're
like
all
that's taking
hoes.
over more so people are putting it out there instead of going to their girlfriends. It's
Yeah.
like that's the new thing.
That's somebody you can't trust, airing out their dirty laundry. Also, going to your girlfriend. Oh, girl, look what he did. He doesn't even know what he did wrong. But you going to your girls. Oh, this motherfucker, he's this, he's that. That's another woman you can't trust.
So men don't do that. Men don't go to their.
This is
their
both.
peoples? Oh,
This is
okay.
both. Just trust in
Got you,
general
got
for
you.
both genders.
Got you with you.
Women who talk too much. Listen, regardless, women are gonna talk. Let me finish. If a woman is feeling you, and you could disagree with me or agree with me or not, because you date women, you can't say this because you don't date women, right?
Right.
Okay. So here's the thing: if a woman likes you, she's feeling you as a man, or maybe you could answer this.
Yeah,
My
I could
bad.
because
Maybe
I'm
you
a
could-
woman.
Yeah, you're a woman.
I've liked men.
She's gonna talk about her family with you. If she feel like, yo, this guy providing everything, we vibe on everything, and he's piping me down well, he's giving me good dick, and and he's his accolades or whatever, she's gonna talk to her mom about you if she has a good relationship with her mom and dad. She's gonna talk to her siblings. She's gonna talk to her friends. She might talk to her coworkers. She's smiling at the girl she hates. Oh, good morning. Fuck you, bitch. Why the fuck you tell me good morning? We don't like each other. It's a good day because she got that good dick last night. So she got that different
It's
energy
a
now.
good day, he said.
You know what I'm saying? She got that different energy now. So now she's even saying hi to the girl she dislikes. Now she's over here gossiping
That's
and
very
saying to
true.
her girl, "Oh, girl, I love this man so much." Women do that. So I'm not saying that they're not gonna do it, but it's specifics. If a woman is talking about specifically how you're dominating her, his dick was this big, it was this, we did that, he put me in this position. Like descriptive, you can't trust her. Also, if she's talking to you about how the guy is, about his flaws and all that other stuff, like
This is still going with men and women,
men
correct?
and women,
Okay,
yes,
'cause
yes,
all I'm hearing is women here.
yeah. I think guys that you know, like videos, like I like to do videos sometimes with me and my sub. That's in a private vault. Nobody's seeing that shit. But
Well, I know
us.
guys who
But
do
us.
that and then
Guys,
show their
that's what I was
boys.
gonna get to. That's what I was gonna get to.
It's
Men who are
disgusting.
like, hey, but I go to this place, I travel this, look at all the women I'm fucking, and they're showing you videos. Beta males. Simp activity.
100%.
Simpery activity. Y'all are simps, y'all are wimps. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know any other word to mention you guys. Y'all are lower than men.
Bitch ass, I would say that.
Yes. Fuck boys, whatever women
Yes.
generalize men as these days in this generation. Fuck boys, bitch ass niggas. These are you. You
Mhm.
are them. If you
It's
do
true. It's true.
Nah, it's facts.
that. A
It's
woman is
disgusting.
confiding in you when she sends you a picture. A woman is confiding in you when she's telling you shit like that. If you telling her, oh, this should remain confidential, and you're promising that, she should expect that. Now you telling her boys, what if you go to a party one day? Hey, I want you to introduce him. He's looking at your girl like, nice to
Mhm.
meet you. In his mind, I already seen your pussy, and you got that tattoo. But
That's
he's just
awful.
smiling at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just men, like real gangsters move in silence. I've mentioned this many times.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? These men are not men. They're lower than men.
Well, I feel like men and women who brag about or talk about their sexual relationship with their partners, not that they can't be trusted. I just feel like, and I've taught this to both my kids, male and female, my daughter, my son. You don't want to do that because if you're a guy and you're like, yo, I hit her and her pussy was like this, your man's gonna, well, he might be
Same
a
thing
man or
for
not. Same thing for a woman. Hell yeah, I
yes.
tell my daughter all the time, don't tell your girls how your man treats you
Yeah.
or what he does or any of that
Yes.
because they're gonna be like, oh, word?
Yes.
Let me see if I can have some of
In
that.
the past, I've had
Yo, why are you laughing at that? Is that not true?
Yo, in the
That's
past, I've
100%.
had subs who has done that. They've engaged in that type of activity. Next thing you know, their girls are hitting me up on some hi, just hi
That's
shit.
terrible.
You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know where it's coming from.
It's from that.
And then I find out later, oh, you need to keep this shit confidential. What we do in the bedroom remains between a
Because you
family
never
or friend.
know. Yep, you never know who's your people's
That's
for
one of the
real.
reasons why if I'm leaving bite marks, I'm not leaving bite marks on your face. I'm not leaving marks on your neck. I'm not leaving marks on your arms and shit like that. Because that shit is private. We're not 15 anymore. We work jobs. We interact with other people. Your boss sees that hickey on you is not professional. I'm
Mm.
not gonna do that. But that's also because I like to live my life privately.
Have you ever had like I don't know like the type of people that you hang out with, but have you ever had guys that come and be like, "Yo, look what I did last night or last week," or "Yo, we just ran a train on this chick. Look, we filmed it." Have you ever had that come up to
I
you
mean,
or been in situations?
I know guys that are like that. I'm not gonna say I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you,
Do you? But I'm just saying, like, what do you do when somebody does that?
I mean, that's not me. You know what I mean? Like
Do you watch?
nah,
You'd be like, "Nah, put that away."
it's just not. It's not my thing.
Yo,
Mm.
I've been to clubs. I'm not gonna mention anybody. I've been to clubs with a boy of mine who is like a mirror of me. When we go out, we're not thirsty. I said this in episode
Mhm.
15,
Mhm.
Mind Sex. We just chilling. Girls will come to us, dance close to us, giving us hints that they want to dance, but we're catching up. Sometimes let me grab these girls, bring them over to us or whatever. You know, let's all converse. Sometimes that might happen. I've been to places where we've known the owners, we've known the bouncers. And I've had like a 50 or 60-year-old bouncer dude showing me pictures like me,
That's awful.
because that's like yo, maybe my friend knows that, or it's just like an acquaintance type of shit. You're letting us cut the line, you're giving us deals, so I'm not gonna be completely a savage. What I've done is, when he's shown me that, I've looked at it a couple of times, for like 2 seconds, looked away, and just kind of smiled, because it's that business thing with me. But I'm now distanced myself. I've walked away, dancing that
Well,
corner,
what if
whatever,
it's like
because
one of your boys?
automatically, no,
No,
my
no, no.
boys,
I'm just saying,
my
what
boys would
if
not be doing that.
what if one of you, somebody you know, comes to you and be like, "Yo, look what I did," and maybe it is out of
I
character. What do you tell them?
Okay. So one time I had this one guy. He was an attorney. Just graduated law school. Not gonna mention any names. And he used to do that. And I
Really?
would check him, and he'd be like, "Man, why don't you do this shit? When you have a son one day, you could show him the game." I was doing that, but he never knew.
Oh, gotcha. You were filming, but you just wasn't showing.
Exactly.
Right, gotcha.
So he's thinking, "Oh, I'm videography, whatever you want to call it."
Videoing? I don't know.
Yeah, videography. I'm engaging in videography. Here's how it looks. Why aren't you doing that? And I'm just like, do you, man? But that's that's not cool to do that shit. Because
No.
I know what your girl looks like, or whatever it is, or whatever it
Plus,
was.
I don't understand that. Why would you want, if that's a chick that you interested in, or maybe or whatever? Why would you show your boys
Yeah. Like I
the
mentioned,
picture?
remember when I mentioned in the season premiere
He's like, I
of
don't know.
remember the season premiere of season 2 of no, it's
No.
not season 2, season 3 this season, about I said I like to keep shit to myself, but my boys will tell me their secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was piping her down this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just listening. I don't tell them how I am, so they think I'm boring. I like for you to think I'm boring. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like that. So do you guys both think that loyalty should be present in just good times or just bad times?
No, both times, especially the bad times,
Mm.
because it's easy. It's easy when things are good to be
How much
happy, to be.
loyalty? How much loyalty? What do you think, Alex? Before we get into the different,
I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying, even when it's bad, because you don't. I mean, if
that's when you
you
need it the most, right?
because realistically, if you saying stuff like that shouldn't be said to other people when things are going bad, I don't know.
That shows,
How
but that
much?
shows your lack of
How
character
much
too.
loyalty is required when you're in a relationship? This is relationship, not like a potential girl you're courting or whatever, or male that's courting you. How much? I mean, in a relationship, like a committed relationship, how
Right.
much loyalty is
Like boyfriend,
required?
girlfriend, husband, wife type.
How much is required?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I should be able to depend on you for anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying. But then
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, once it's over, I know when you break up with somebody, you usually try to be the nice person. Well, I know it depends how you break up, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Somebody tries to be the good person and says like, "All right, if you do need something, give me a call."
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It depends.
And how the breakup was.
Yeah.
I think that the loyalty should be 100%. And in both cases, when it's good and when it's bad, with a romantic relationship, in a friendship, and in a business,
What
unless the business is going to hurt you, and then obviously you don't, you do what you got to do.
business? Definitely. You and
Right.
I are business partners. I need to count on you on the things that I cannot do.
Hmm.
You have a calendar that we have shows, we have things that we need to do. What do okay, I'll come to you, call you. What are we doing this month? I trust you to, you know what I'm saying, to do
I
that.
have it written down in my book.
You trust me to,
Edit.
whether it's edit
Hmm.
podcasting adequately, bring the equipment or whatever it is, or you know, whatever.
Make sure the shows drop on time.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So I require that on a business perspective. Now, when I used to work for a company, it's different. I used to be a manager, and I used to be a general manager of a fitness club and a retail company.
Mm.
I didn't expect that loyalty because I was working with racist people who didn't like me as their boss, and they were snitching on me. And when I found out they were snitching on me, I, the younger me, the 22-year-old, I wanted to straight up and said, why would you do this? This is that, blah, blah, I confide in you and all that. When I was like 28 and 30, I'm 34 now. But when I was 30 and I was still in that industry, I learned to play the game. So now you're gonna be fake with me. I'm gonna show you I play the game better than you. We playing chess now, because the streets is different versus corporate. We're not in the streets. We're in a corporation that pays us both. So you're gonna snitch on me and do this? Okay, cool. I know that you don't want to be dealing with customers. So now I'm gonna put you on the register as revenge.
And deal with customers.
That's my way of kind of getting revenge, but in a way where it's professional and classy. I'm not gonna blow up on you because now I seem like the angry black man. I could get fired. There's cameras all over the place. Now, if you are telling me you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna write you up because I'm your boss. 3 write-ups, I have the authorization to fire you. You understand what I'm saying? Once I was younger, I didn't understand that approach. So now it's like, I'm thinking, yo, I'm loyal to a fault. I gotta expect my employees to be. But no, they two-faced. So I gotta give them what they giving me. You're gonna be real with me, I'm gonna be real with you. You're gonna be fake with me, I'm gonna show you I play the game better than you. Now I don't expect loyalty from new people. They could transfer me to a new store or go to a different corporation. Now I'm not confiding in people. Now I'm not doing it. I'm keeping it straight business because I'm automatically you're guilty. You're guilty before proven innocent now.
In your
so
mind.
Now I don't trust nobody
because you have that experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it from those type of
I
people.
never trust anybody.
Now, present
time.
time, I pick my battles and pick specific people I want to do business with. So if I didn't trust you, Suhei, we wouldn't be in business together.
You just called me out. Well, shoot.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay. No matter how good you know how to do technology or whatever it is, I'm just throwing hypotheticals. How great you keep a calendar, I don't care. It's the energy for me. It's the vibrations for me. It's the frequency for me. So if I don't trust you, just like business, relationship, whatever, I can't do business with you. Because that's in all capacities. If I give you money and say, yo, deposit this, I don't trust you. How I know you're not going to pocket it? I don't trust you in nothing because I don't trust you. The littlest bit. I don't trust you in everything. That's what happens. So now I want to ask you both, have you both seen the movie Scarface?
Like 1,000 times.
You?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Tony Montana, just to brief people who don't know, political refugee, he came from Cuba or whatever. Started working for this guy Lopez. He had the American dream. The world is yours. He had bigger dreams, but his friend Manolo didn't. What did Manolo like more than money?
Well, I read the bullets, so I'll cheat.
Oh, what did he like more than money?
Women.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. You can't trust a man who puts women over money.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't a go-getter like that.
Because that also means it's not just business. That also means if you guys have shit to do as like, yo, I thought I told you to go pick up my daughter from school because I'm busy here. Yo, but I met this chick, man, and she was so bad. And come on, you can understand, right? Same thing with a guy, let's say hypothetical. He has an interview to do. It could be like a podcast. It could be whatever it is, right? And he's on some shit like, oh, man, I had a dinner thing with wifey.
Yeah.
Can you trust somebody like that?
No.
Do you want to do business with somebody like that?
Not if they missed.
Can you trust somebody like that?
An appointment.
Could you give them the benefit of the doubt? Oh, I lost track of time. But you had this planned like a month prior or 3 weeks prior that they were going to do the interview. But it's like, it's like hypothetical scenario. It's like, the day of, me and wifey went out to dinner. We lost track of time. I missed the interview. So that character in Scarface like pussy more than money. Now, what do y'all think Tony, what do you think caused Tony's demise? We all
Himself.
know that he got killed by Sosa. Sosa was the real G to me. Why did he get killed by Sosa? Because Tony had it made. I watched this shit like 100 times too.
I mean, he didn't have it that much made. He was too much
Hold
in
up.
his mind.
Okay, that's your opinion. What do you think his demise was? What do you think was the cause of his demise?
He wanted too much.
Okay. You gonna know what I think his cause of demise was?
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
His jealousy.
No. His loyalty and integrity and morals. I'm gonna dissect it for you
Please
guys.
do. Because
In that game,
I don't know if we watched this
in that
movie.
game, you are a lion in the jungle. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
That means you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Am I right or am I wrong? If you want to make it, you have to do any means necessary, whatever it takes, right or wrong.
True.
The moment that guy that was snitching on TV and he was gonna go everywhere, and Sosa said, "We'll take care of this problem that you have. You won't do prison time. All you gotta do is take care of this." But we got this guy that handles problems. He doesn't know he doesn't know the states. He doesn't speak English. Is there a problem, Tony? No, there's no problem. What did they have to do with that guy? Dispose of him, right?
Yeah.
They put the bomb under the car. What Tony, his integrity fucked him.
Yes.
Remember, Sosa kept it true. Never fuck me. One thing I will say, we'll do business again. Never fuck me. He kept it true to himself.
Yeah, but he wasn't wrong for that.
Tony,
I'm talking about Tony.
He wasn't, but Sosa wasn't wrong either. Tony saw the kids coming out.
That's what I'm saying.
He said to one of his mans, "I thought you said the
wife and
I don't remember this because I have an eidetic memory. I remember it because I saw it like 100 times. That's like one of my favorite movies."
Me too.
He said to his man, "I thought you said," he was saying the kids and the wife was going to a different car. "Oh, I thought it was. I don't know what's going on today." He says, "No women and children." Isn't that morals? Isn't that integrity?
Yeah.
He killed the guy. "Fuck you, asshole. I ain't doing this." Sosa's like, "What the fuck happened, man?"
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he's like, "Oh, we'll do it next one." No, he actually went on and said more. They found what was underneath the car. "I told you don't fuck me."
Mm.
Then he killed Manolo. But he had right to do that because
Are
he
you
was
kidding me?
running behind his back. He said from the beginning, "Stay with my sister."
Yes, but if he wasn't crazy, he would see that he loves his sister and his sister loves him.
Tony had
family.
integrity. He wanted to take care of his mom. He wanted to put food on the table and all that. Regardless the life he was living. People want to say he was a criminal. I don't believe he was a criminal. I believe he was an entrepreneur, a businessman. But he had integrity. He was very overly protective of his sister, the father, whatever. He said, "Oh, your sister's beautiful. Stay away from her. She's not for you." He said that.
Yeah, he did.
The guy, he's calling him, "Yo, I got problems with Sosa, whatever. I need Manny. Where's he at?" We haven't heard from him. Whose fault is that? It's not Tony's fault.
No, it's not.
It's Manny because he was being sneaky. And he liked pussy. Even though they got married and they were going to surprise him, he should have told them.
It was a surprise. They didn't know he was going to go
Do
crazy like that.
Do you agree with that?
If that's supposed to be his brother
Hold
and
on,
you
hold
don't
on.
have
Let him talk.
control
Let
over
him talk.
yourself?
Let him talk. Do you agree with that? Was Tony wrong?
For being pissed?
For being pissed,
and
fine.
doing what he
You
was
want to
doing?
be pissed? No problem.
Listen. If you say that my sister is off limits and this guy's a gangster, he's hardcore, and you say my sister is off limits and you know he's a killer in the past or whatever, maybe not currently, he didn't get into the game to do that, but he did that in the past. If you know you should stay away from the sister and you're not answering your call, I don't hear from you in weeks or whatever it is, and it's like you see, that's the first thing you see. I went to my mom to find out where my sister is. She gave me the address. You're the one that's opening the door. Where is my sister? She's looking at you in the balcony. I'm gonna think you fucking her because I know how you are. You're my brother. You're about pussy.
Yeah.
You're not about marriage. You're gonna dog my sister. That's why I don't want you to be around her. This is me dissecting the movie.
Yeah.
So now he sees her, and there's no words. I'm just putting words because I'm an author. So now he's witnessing the sister. He's looking at her. He's thinking, I know this guy's about pussy. He dogs women. He looks at them as like prizes or possessions or whatever, not like queens. My sister is my most prized. Like I'm overprotective of her. Nothing is said. I see you opening. I haven't heard from you in weeks. You're being sneaky and shady. And I see this, you dogging her out. And I told him, stay away from her. He let his emotions get involved, but I don't blame him for doing what he's doing. What he did. Manny and her should have contacted him. Oh, we're together. Something
So
is.
it's okay to kill
No,
your best friend that you grew up with?
No. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is
him being mad 100%.
handling it however you wanted to handle it. Handle it.
Not by killing somebody.
Okay. Not by killing somebody. But if you know that you're dealing with a psychopath, that's probably what's going to happen. If you were dealing with a guy that's level-headed and stuff like that, like let's say it was me and I saw that. Like, I'm going to say to my sister, we're leaving. Bye. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're not my brother and shit like that. And that's it. But you're dealing with a psychopath who's an ex-killer.
But if that's somebody and that you grew up with, why would you think that
would you kill for your family? And you could plead the fifth or not?
Yes, I would. Depends who it is.
Okay. Would you kill for your family? I'm sorry to touch you. Would you kill for your family?
I mean, it depends what the situation was.
Yes or no, man? You a lawyer or not? You did some other question.
No, but that's true. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him and then just go. Okay, and pop somebody in the head.
Let's say there was a burglar. Let's say there was a burglar coming into your house.
Like if they were in the wrong, then like
let's say there was a burglar coming into your house. You have a licensed firearm. They have your mother by or your woman or whatever. Okay, so you would kill for your family. The same thing. Me, I'm not a killer. I'm not going out there. But if you are trespassing in my domain, you are causing harm to my family, 100%. It's gonna go down.
Yeah.
This is me. So put yourself in Tony's circumstance, and he's a psycho.
No. I am going to go with no.
Right. We gotta get back into
this man. He is not to be trusted.
We'll agree to disagree. Disagree. So let's see. Trust. Do you believe that trust is expensive and not everybody could afford it?
Yes.
Do you? Or do you don't really?
It's also once you lose it, it's super hard to get back.
I mean, I believe that 100%.
Business, relationships, personal friendships.
Of course, once you lose that trust and you, not that it's hard. I think everything comes down to communication, like you stated before, because I think once you develop a good level of communication and you see what went wrong or why that split happened or whatever, then you can work on it together.
What about?
But that all comes down to communication.
What about 100%. Trust and loyalty within yourself?
I think a lot of people don't have trust and loyalty in themselves.
Yeah, I'm asking you both this. Are there certain things you feel like you don't trust yourself in? Whether it's making decisions, whether it's technology, whether it's
I'm gonna say yes for me. I have a lot of things.
I mean, at this point in my life, I trust myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been through
in all things.
You've been through enough experience where you know what you're doing.
In all things.
You would think, right? I'm 44.
We still make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, like most of the decisions I make, I know that I'm making them.
If the question is directed towards me, I trust myself in all things, even if I've never engaged in it before. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna do it. It's just like a woman. It's just
why. Listen, you're a different type of person.
It's just like a woman. A woman who I'm. We're about to have sex, but she never articulated how she likes to be dominated. I have trust in myself that I'm adequate, not just because of my technique is so great, but because of these survival skills, these instincts that I could read body language. I could tell with this. I could tell with that. The communication and the connection that we have, I'm adequate enough and I trust in myself to dominate her, even though she never met a man like me. Or maybe the guy is a higher caliber than me. I know that I'm the best you never had or the best you ever had. You know what I'm saying? That's the trust I have. That's just a specific. Right. But in all things, I feel like I trust. Like you could put me at a CEO for something. Like I'm not gonna get overwhelmed.
See, I would. Don't put me. I don't trust myself to if they put me in charge of something. I'll be like, no, why? Why me?
So decisions, judgments.
Not in the workplace. Like if I'm gonna be that, then give me,
Okay.
you know,
So
bump me up.
so
Don't
I
make me in charge of everybody that's on the same level as me.
so I asked this question: staying loyal to yourself, integrity. I asked this question to Markson, and then we talked about it in the conspiracy thing.
Markson was a young
Yeah,
rapper. Sorry.
musical artist. Yeah.
We're a bunch of touchy people today.
So
My goodness.
okay, you meet a guy, business partner, whatever. He says she already knows. He says to you, "Yo, here's $50 million on the table, just like that.
It's for you.
It's for you. All you gotta do is sign this contract, blah blah blah, and you know that you going for it.
But the contract says you have to slap
No,
him.
no,
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 it's just for him
no.
to have.
Just for you to have.
I'm gonna ask why.
Okay. What if he says just a little stipulation? You need to bring me my coffee every weekend in the morning. I want you to be my chauffeur. Um, I want you to slap your mother. I want you to sacrifice your brother. Nothing major. You don't
Okay.
even have to. You don't even have to do any of this stuff. You could order somebody else to slap your mother
Well, that's a no. It's a no for me.
because you have integrity.
He said that'll be a no.
You have integrity.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, some people, to some
He
people,
looked at me like, "See, you don't have," because I was like, "I'll slap my mama."
people, money is everything.
To
But
each,
you know, but
listen, to each their own. Do what you want to do. But for me, I always look at it as there's always stipulations for that substantial amount of capital. What do I have to do? I'm not gonna trust it right away.
no, definitely.
Especially that's just not coming in from a bank. You giving me a bigger loan? Like this is not a loan. There's strings attached.
Hmm.
You know what else I don't trust? Because I've experienced this. The social media DMs.
What do you mean?
Certain women have approached me or and I'm gonna say the story real quick. There was a guy who contacted me like back in like 2016 or whatever, white male, and he said my wife loves black men. I'm gonna pay you $7,000 to fuck her.
Wow.
What do you think I said?
No.
What do you think I said?
What does she look like?
A regular man would say that.
No.
He asked that after.
Automatically, I was like, no. Because why? My peripherals. I was like, what if this guy is a Klansman and he's trying to get revenge on black men, talking about he's gonna give me this money and then set me up and just
Kill you
murder
right
me
there, yo.
because he hates black men.
Mm.
And maybe his wife was following my page and she's seeing, oh, tattoo is this. He probably got a big dick. I want him to, you understand what I'm saying?
And he
Now
got
he's
jealous.
witnessing that, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna pay you this, that to do my wife. You know, I may not even be there, or I might. You cool with that?
Would you do it?
What if? Okay.
Would you do it? That's
What- okay,
$7,000.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, and then we could
Look at me, I'm like,
cut.
come on,
We could
man.
cut and say our final thoughts.
I'm gonna be honest. I got a scenario like that.
Shut up. Somebody offered you money?
Yeah, but I was.
Wait, I want to hear this. Can you please tell me the story?
But I mean, obviously, it's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell myself, all right, maybe I could take it. So I asked for a picture.
That's why he asked. That's what he said. What she looked like.
If she
And,
looked good, would you take the money? And do her?
it would have made me think about it more. That was realistically
Really?
what
Okay,
it was.
I'm gonna dissect why I didn't.
Wait,
I'm gonna
was that
dissect.
what you were going to say before?
I'm gonna dissect what I said I didn't, and then I'm gonna ask y'all both a question.
Oh, man.
Integrity. I've had people come to me. I have a job for you to be a porn star. I have a job for you to be a stripper. To each
Ooh,
their
stripper.
own. Do you? Me, I know myself. When I look in the mirror, I see my soul.
Hmm.
So it's like if the money is there, I'm not saying I'm turning down a substantial amount of money, but if the money is there, but it comes with those type of stipulations, no, thank you.
Hmm.
That's me selling myself. I become cheap. And that's the irony. Because even though the money is substantial, I feel cheap.
Hmm. Now,
So
let's
if
say
you
you
are
were.
paying me, it's almost like you pimping me out. You trying to give me $7K to fuck your wife? You pimping me out. That's why I look at it like that. Now I'm gonna ask y'all: if a man came to you and said he wants to financially dominate you, but you gotta, I don't want you to work. You gotta, you gotta fuck other dudes, and I like to watch. I'm gonna put you on an allowance. You gotta. Maybe he don't even want to meet you. He's on some shit like, I'll give you $7,000 to send me a titty, ass on a weekly basis, and I'll put you on an allowance. You taking that? You doing that?
Is it my
No
titty
judgment.
or anybody else's
Your
titty?
titty. No,
How is
no
he gonna
judgment.
know it's my titty?
No judgment.
No, not because
Alex, a woman,
What?
says that, oh, I'll pay you $15,000. She's just a wealthy, like, established woman.
older.
I'll pay you 15. Yeah, maybe older, because a lot of young
Yeah,
girls ain't doing that
yeah,
with money.
let's make it an older woman for him.
And she's like, oh, I like young men, strapping. You're a handsome, strapping young man.
And she has like a
fetish.
voice.
She has a vetted. No, fuck that. She perfect,
She's
voice,
beautiful.
all that, right? She says, I want you to, send me dick pics. I want you to, you know,
Send
get fucked in the
videos.
ass.
Oh my lord.
I want you
To each his own though.
like whatever. This comes with stipulations, but it's not that big of a deal. Nobody's really gonna know,
What'd you do?
15K. What'd you do?
I mean,
15? I was only getting 7. Just kidding.
What
It's
are
a
you doing?
joke.
I mean, I wouldn't do it at all. I wouldn't even think about that. That's not my thing.
You know why I wouldn't do it? I'd be too nervous that they're gonna, and this is not just the only reason. You don't know if they can put that shit up on and send it. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Me, I'm such an analytic thinker, so paranoid. And a lot of people say I'm paranoid, but I feel like these are just great characteristics to have. They're survival skills. And I'm reading more in depth. So I'm always gonna think that there's strings attached. You know what I'm saying? Even if you like me and shit like that, there's strings attached. A guy could come to us, an executive, and say, here's $50 million. Let's do this movie. But y'all gotta do something strange for a little bit of change.
What if we don't have to do anything strange, but all we get to do is just sit there? We have no say in the movie. It's our movie. One of your books, let's say, was your movie. And your name gets to be, in the credits, but you have no say in how the movie's made or characters.
That's already happened. I turned that down.
Yeah. Good, as you should.
You know what I'm saying? Because part of being an author, like, you work hard. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a book or whatever, you work hard. Like, I've stated, and we'll talk about this when we talk about the books. I know how hard I work. For me to now be like, now y'all gonna find some white characters to play my characters. Y'all gonna do this shit. Y'all gonna
change something.
It's urban, but y'all want to feed off the culture by doing it this way, and I don't have no say, but I'm getting this money. I can't look at myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
I have a lot of people out there who I gave my word to. That's gonna be going back on my word. That's the integrity I have for myself. That's the trust that I have for myself. That it's like, maybe that could have been the biggest opportunity that I ever had. It's just like, I'll always keep my soul still. You know what I'm saying? That may not be a lot for a lot of people, but it's a lot for me, because I could recognize it still. There's a lot of people out there who don't recognize their soul. They can look at themselves in the mirror. They don't see themselves. Social media has changed you. Once the cameras are off, you ain't this confident. You ain't popping without social media.
True.
People are following you because you got money, or you popular. You an asshole, or she, you a bitch. They just want to be part of the success. They don't really give a fuck about you.
And
if you didn't have all that fame and money, but you were still doing what you were doing, nobody would give a fuck about you. So how are you still really that popping?
And half the people on Instagram is like all the front, unless like you're legit an artist, and you can see that they're buying, making their money and having this. But regular people that be doing them stacks, that's your tax return, homeboy. Like, what are you doing? That's your rent money.
Yeah. So
like that, it's a lot of funny.
I look at it that way, and it's like, it's just that integrity. Like, that integrity over income for me. And I look at it like maybe me turning that down could have been the biggest deal. But let's say I get 10 million, because that was 50 million. Let's say I get 10 million, but I have more creative control. I can choose who are going to be the actors and actresses. I can choose placement, location, scenery. I can even be there side by side with the directors and the executives and say, yo, I have an idea for this. Oh, that's good. Let's use that. You understand what I'm saying? That's more to me than getting the 50 million and them just saying, just shut the fuck up. We'll just put your name in the credits that this book was based off a novel of E.L. Discipline. Just shut the fuck up, though.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that I know I think we're gonna have a show, but I don't know if this is one of the topics. I know it has to do with social media. Do you guys feel like I know social media, a lot of people feel like it ruins relationships, but do you feel like it makes it easier or harder for people to lie?
Mm.
And of course, it makes it easier for people to lie because I feel like you're giving off a fake representation of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you only have to post what you want to post. You're not, you don't know me.
Mm,
You're only seeing what I want to show you.
mm,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. I was listening to a song, I'm a Beast, Chic Luch and Styles P. And no, not Chic Luch, Styles P's part came up. And he was like,
That's the
a
last part,
lot of,
right?
yeah, he was like, a lot of likes, no love, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I believe I also agree, like, it is easier to lie because we mentioned this in the conspiracy theory episode,
Mm-hmm.
we believe what we see first
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
before we hear it. Denzel said this. I saw this in an interview. They were berating him, paparazzi, and he was like, so the media, it's not about who's right. It's about who's first, right? Not even
I
if the
saw
shit
that
is,
one.
he didn't say it like that. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
paraphrasing, not
Mm-hmm.
verbatim. So I'll paraphrase. Not even if the shit is right. He said, not even if the shit
Mm-hmm.
is right or accurate. It's just who's first.
Yep. I saw that one
Denzel
too.
said that. And it's like, when we see something, it's like we're gonna believe it prior to anything else, even hearing it. Like you talk about the guys with the money thing, that phone thing, shit that they
Mm-hmm.
used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my money talking or whatever. It's like now you see that stack. It's like, oh, he's rich. That's gonna attract those women, those
Mm-hmm.
gold diggers, or that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna attract other men because they're like, yo, I want to be like him. Men are,
Right. They're cheating by putting that money, making everybody think that they have all
yeah.
that. Yep.
So all of that is influence, and that's kind of like lying without having to verbalize or say anything. You
That's
don't
in
even
that
have to
mind.
caption that shit. You can put
Mm-hmm.
dot 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 in the caption, but people can, like, you know that saying, a photo. What does they say? A photo has 1,000 words.
A picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like that. So I
Definitely.
believe, yeah, definitely,
Makes it
it
easier.
makes it easier. Yeah, I love this episode. We was just vibing and shit like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Conversation was flowing. What did you think?
I think it was good.
So, do you have any final thoughts, Suhey?
On loyalty and trust. If you can't be a loyal person or a trustworthy person, then you have no right to expect that from others. So always look within yourself. If you want loyalty and trust, you have to give loyalty and trust.
What about you, Alex?
I'm definitely gonna get some unfollows after this episode.
Oh shoot! Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I just feel it. It's gonna come. But
I love those.
but
You know it's good when you get unfollowed. So
but realistically, you know what I mean. If you like, I feel like you should have some type of loyalty even in the beginning of your talking stage. You don't have. It doesn't have to be. Obviously we're not together, but at the same time, know that you're trying to build something.
right.
You know, I can't say like, all right, you know what? I feel like you're probably talking to somebody else, right now. But at the same time, like respect that we're trying to build something. So, because the loyalty is like everything, you know what I mean? So like you don't if I don't trust you, then
Yeah.
you don't have anything. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once that's gone, it's done.
My final thoughts are: You are not going anywhere in life if you do not have loyalty and trust in something. Whether it's yourself, relationships, whatever, if you live your life where you don't have loyalty to a business, loyalty to this woman or male, loyalty in to your family, loyalty to time. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Because that I also feel like is loyal, also loyal to your business. Like, we're gonna be here at an adequate time. I'm loyal
Loyal
to
to
this
your
time.
word. Yeah.
The dating thing that you talked about, that I agree with you. It's all about courtesy. So even though that woman or male doesn't owe you anything, it's about courtesy. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of relationships nowadays is going with the flow type of shit. It's, oh shit, she looks better than her. This is a backup now. Or he's a fuck nigga or bitch ass or simp beta male, but this guy's a catch. I can marry him one day. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be honest, or I'm not gonna do this or whatever, because you're thinking selfishly.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't owe anybody anything once we're in the courting stage. We could do whatever, but once these things are established, you're building a dynamic. It's like, if you're still being this way, you would dirtball. You know what I'm saying? You're just, and I will say that, it has to do with you. And if you are a man or a woman who sees these red flags, stop giving them like strikes. Me, I do like 3 strikes, you're out, type of shit. Three strikes is too much. Now, 34 is 2 strikes. The third time, you're out. It's not 1, 2, 3, then the fourth time you're out. It's 1, 2, you're out. You know what I'm saying? You should know that this thing right here is like, if I'm providing this to you, if I'm constantly open and honest and all this stuff, and I'm giving you these things, and like I found this out, it might be a dismissal. We might stop talking or whatever it is, because this is part of you having respect for yourself. This is part of you trusting yourself. This is part of you having integrity for yourself, loyal to yourself. A lot of men, most of them, not all, but about 95% are slaves to their desires. These motherfuckers are pussy whipped. You know what I'm saying? They're loyal to the pussy. And it's like, the moment they get these girls twerking or whatever it is, or she got good head, but she don't do anything for me or whatever, I'm staying with her. They're loyal to that. They're loyal to their sexual desires. And it's like you're a simp. You're a beta male still. You don't have respect for yourself. You don't have loyalty to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that trust for yourself to be like, I could find better.
Mm.
This girl might make 7 figures a year. She might be a millionaire. She might have gotten surgery where she looks good. Her titties, her ass done, pretty face. She gives good head, pussy's immaculate. Damn, I can't find this anywhere else. These men, this is the type of men I'm talking about. Because an alpha male, a dominant man, he's going to put standards. He's going to put a law. You may not follow this law, but this is what I like. If you want to be in an adequate relationship with me, then you're probably going to have to transition. And if you don't transition, bye. Because these men have an abundance mindset where they're like, I may be single right now. I don't got a backup, but I could always go to a grocery store or whatever and start talking to a chick, and now building a connection. And now I have one. It's going to be harder for her to get with a man that's doing the same shit I do. You could replace me easy. You look good. You have money. Your body is done. But you're not going to get him to do the same thing I'm doing. You're not going to get him to provide the same thing. You're not going to, the feelings are not going to be the same. You might be with a beta male who's a gold digger. And you might be happy because he's handsome, he's tatted, he's muscular, whatever, and he has good dick, but he's still a beta male. He's still a simp. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that, like, you know, we need to have loyalty and trust within ourselves first, and then we can, like, set these standards. It's not a bad thing for women to have standards. It's not being dominant. Listen, I like this or whatever. I don't like men that's doing this. It's fine. We could agree to disagree. You're a dominant female. I'm a dominant male. Bye.
Mm.
Our standards do not coincide. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing for women to be this way. You know, the moment you get in that relationship and that man is providing everything you require, then it's okay to be submissive. Let him lead and you follow. You know, that's what I believe. So I believe people need to reevaluate themselves a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not the same person you was 5 years ago. And if you are, you need to change a lot of the things in your life.
Especially now, especially with the
You fucking you
pandemic.
stop. Listen, men, stop it. You're over 30 years old and you still going to the club every weekend. Stop. You understand what I'm saying? Like that shit is a little kid shit. Nowadays, if you go into the club, it's like it's a family thing. It's your girl, your girl birthday, or your friend's birthday, his graduation. Women too. You know what I'm saying? You 50 years old. I don't care if you had kids
50.
when you were 80. I'm throwing hypotheticals. I don't care if you had kids when you were 18 and you lived the traditional lifestyle where the man was made controlling. He didn't let you go out the club. Now you're divorced and you want to do this stuff. You're just gonna get with little guys and young guys. You're not gonna get a 50-year-old dominant man. He's gonna put those laws and say, I don't want you going to the club every week. And you're gonna have to either be happy and abide by that or be unhappy and get a beta male. There's no middle ground. So men and women, they need to like say to themselves, look at themselves in the mirror and evaluate yourself. Just like a boss is evaluating an employee once a year, you need to evaluate yourself because like I said, you're not the same person you was a year ago. And if you're still doing the same shit you was doing 5 years ago, something's
That's a
wrong.
problem.
That's the way I look at it. And I really, in my mind, I said I didn't have final thoughts. I was just gonna say I'm happy that Alex, I'm happy that Alex came back and he shared his experiences with us. It's just that sometimes when I'm in front of the mic, it's like my grandmother's spirit
Yeah.
takes over. It's like
You can't help
my
it.
grandfather's spirit takes over. It's like the ancient Egyptians. Like I'm a different person.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? But I didn't have final thoughts because usually I write them.
Well, those are good
You
off the
know,
rip final thoughts, so that's
so
good.
I'm happy. Once again, I'll reiterate. Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with us.
We're
You
gonna
know,
be we're gonna post
maybe we could do a part 2.
your
You never
stuff.
know. But
Let's get
all
it.
right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned in to your daily dose of the Discipline Therapy podcast. Peace.
Peace.